History is a harsh teacher. It shows us the consequences of our actions. It reveals the dangers of repeating past mistakes. America's history in particular is filled with lessons about the struggle for equality and justice. These lessons are not mere stories. They are warnings. The Civil War tore our nation apart. It pitted brother against brother. This war was a painful reminder of the cost of slavery and the fight for civil rights. We vowed to learn from this tragedy. We promised to build a better future. And yet, here we are again. Echoes of the past ring in our ears. Recent political actions threaten to unravel decades of progress. They seek to divide us, to pit us against each other based on race and origin. This is not leadership. This is a betrayal of our nation's core values. Freedom is not a spectator sport. It demands constant vigilance. It requires us to stand up against injustice. When we ignore history, we are doomed to repeat it. When we forget the lessons of the past, we pave the way for future suffering. The right to vote, the right to assemble, the right to free speech, these are not privileges. They are the cornerstones of a functioning democracy. They are rights that generations of Americans fought and died for. To see them threatened, to see them undermined, is a slap in the face to their sacrifice. We cannot stand idly by while the very foundations of our society are being chipped away. Silence is complicity. Apathy is surrender. We must raise our voices. We must hold our leaders accountable. The price of freedom is eternal vigilance. Erasing history is not about the past, it is about controlling the future. By silencing dissenting voices, by whitewashing uncomfortable truths, those in power aim to maintain their grip. They aim to divide and conquer. This is a tactic as old as time itself. We see it in the attempts to ban books, to restrict education, to rewrite history textbooks. We see it in the demonization of the media, in the attacks on journalists, in the erosion of trust in our institutions. These are not the actions of a confident and secure government. They are the desperate flailings of those who fear the truth. America's strength lies in its diversity. Our nation was built by people from all walks of life, from all corners of the globe. Our collective story is one of resilience, of innovation, of overcoming incredible odds. To erase the contributions of any one group is to diminish us all. Moving backward is not an option. We cannot afford to surrender to the forces of fear and division. We must embrace our shared humanity. We must recognize that our destinies are intertwined. The only way forward is together. We must continue to fight for a more just and equitable society for all. We must honor the legacy of those who came before us by safeguarding the progress they fought so hard to achieve. We must never stop learning from the mistakes of the past, and we must never ever stop pushing for a better future. Our children and grandchildren are depending on us. Our Constitution begins with 3 powerful words: we the people. Not we the powerful, not we the privileged, but we the people. Let us reclaim those words. Let us stand together, united in our pursuit of a more perfect union. Let us prove to the world that America's greatest days are still ahead of us.